I'm Lila of Nevillution, and today we'll have a guided meditation and talk and imaginal session on forgiveness. In today's world, there's many different things people can become angry with. Maybe some people were born behind the 8 ball or endured trauma abuse growing up or sometime in one's life. Or even just looking at the news, one can feel constantly assaulted with negative information, or even the things that happen today in one's own family, with one's own friends, or in the world with what feels like strangers. And sometimes people can start to feel a lot of anger, and forgiveness can feel like the last thing that one wants to do, or can downright feel impossible. Now, some mystics like Neville Goddard teach us that the world is a reflection of our consciousness. The things we fear, the things we deeply believe, the things we allow to impress our subconscious mind, the little inner dialogues we have throughout the day, or the different TV shows or movies that deeply impress us. And time goes on where we might not be even aware, but some people realize that they harbor a lot of anger and it's hurting them. Take the late Delores, a mystical American author and hypnotist. Her insights are also echoed by other great late mystics like Florence Scovel Shinn. When Delores or even Florence would come across with someone who had something wrong with them, their peace of mind was disturbed, or they were having some kind of an illness or disease, they would often say not what's wrong with you, but who's wrong with you. Are you holding on to some type of anger, something intense in the present, or chronic anger that has followed you on and off throughout your life? Now, forgiving isn't just a get out of jail card, that we forgive the person and act like nothing happened and we're buddy-buddy again. That doesn't have to happen either. But there's different ways to approach this, from a breaking of a soul contract to revising the situation with one's imagination, especially if there's any truth that we are the creators of our reality. Whether in this lifetime or from another lifetime, most of the things people manifest until they really start to understand these great truths, they're often done unintentionally. So we forgive for our own benefit, to not let this poison continue to circulate. For whatever energy we hold, we mix with, and we continue to attract or to perpetuate. So though we must focus on what we do want to attract, sometimes we need some tools to help us get past those things that continue to hold us back. So we have to understand, how do we regulate our emotions, especially emotions that are best to let go and to use that power to make way for the life and the things we really do want. Neville Goddard would teach us, and if the world was only reflecting our own inner world, just like the night dreams when we go to sleep, we dream of a world that while asleep feels just as real as what we call reality. So to begin with forgiveness, whether it's of another or even forgiveness of ourselves. As Neville Goddard taught, we have to learn to separate the person with the state that a person sometimes gets lost in. And remember, nothing can come to you unless you called it to you. And though we may have made mistakes and called things we didn't want unintentionally, in this talk and meditation, we will turn all those things around. And I'm not saying this will always be easy, and this will take some practice, but as you do it and you refine this skill, it will become easier and easier to take another person or persons or yourself, and in imagination, give them the role that would be more noble and wondrous. And just for a moment, to suspend your disbelief like you do when you watch a TV show or movie, and to see the person or persons or yourself in a more beautiful light, in a more beautiful role, and giving it the feeling of reality, just like when you daydream. Learn from your own daydreams. And as you do, it will become easier. And as your world changes around you, your conviction will grow, and so your mastery. And now, let us take several deep breaths, moving in and out like the ocean waves or the clouds floating across the sky. We choose to move beyond the role of a novice and into that of self-mastery, realizing we are the creator of our reality. And we choose to let go. And in doing this, we take back our power. and thus letting go of countless illusions. Letting go of illusions and all the sufferings from these illusions. Let us envision a beautiful white light showering down upon us, cleansing us, revitalizing us from every cell, from the very nature of our consciousness to the manifested cells and our body, our world, and all of life and beyond. We let go of all the limitations and misunderstandings and the doubts and fears that have held us back. We let go of all the anger, and we let this all-knowing, ever-new, continuous, bliss-filled, divine white light cleanse away the grooves of bad habit, all the anger, the fear, and the doubts from the birth of time and beyond. And we see this all leaving our body, flowing down the divine river of life to be cleansed, revitalized, recirculated, and to be used in energy, and to be used for all the noble and wonderful things our heart wishes to hatch out. David Hawkins, a famous American psychiatrist, spiritual teacher, and lecturer, in his book, Letting Go, he had a simple technique on getting over negative emotions, not just anger, but guilt, shame, fear, and so forth. And in this moment, you can try it out. If there's something that is bothering you, that has angered you, or any other negative emotion you want to get over, and now select something. What negative emotion are you carrying around that you want to let go of? Close your eyes and ask yourself, how does this emotion feel in the body? How does this emotion make you feel? Where in your body do you feel this emotion? And continuing to breathe in and out, placing your awareness on the emotion, feeling it. Whatever you feel, even resistance, just keep your awareness there, the same awareness that is hearing these words. And as you're aware of these feelings, you come to realize you are not these feelings. And in realizing that, often comes detachment. And as you detach, it allows these feelings to be washed away. And if you feel distracted, just bring yourself right back, no judgment. And now let us continue to breathe in and out, flowing and letting go. Take as long as you like. You can even pause this and come back. But eventually, you can make this exercise second nature with a little practice. Awareness is a powerful key that, when practiced, can open the door to all kinds of great wonders and healings. And as you let these negative emotions release, it puts you in fertile grounds to put your imagination and to feel the feelings of whatever it is you want to bring life to instead. It's amazing how much powerful energy can be freed up in your life. and how wonderful you can feel. And life takes on a whole new sense of being, and doors open and opportunities flow. And until you are solid in that flow, continue such exercises. And now here is an exercise by Delores Canon, especially when one is having trouble of letting go of anger. For anger that we hold on to, she taught, turns to karma. It is junk, baggage, and garbage. Anger tends to hurt the one who keeps carrying it around, for anger will perpetuate more anger, and it could lead to different things like dis-ease in the body and lack of harmony in one's life. So whatever is upsetting you, whether it's a person or persons or some organization and so on, close your eyes. See this person, persons, or so on in your mind's eye. And now repeat with me. We really tried and it didn't work out. Let us now tear up the soul contract. And in your imagination, see yourself tearing up such a contract and throwing it away, far away. It dissipates into a gagillion pieces and dissolves back to its native nothingness. Then let us say, I forgive you. I release you. I let you go. You go your way with love, and I'll go my way with love as well. We don't even have to be connected anymore at all. It is done. But if this is someone that you still wish to have in your life, we can use Neville Goddard's pruning shears of revision. You could imagine such a person before you, and imagine them hearing and doing the things that you would like them to say or do. And feel the joy. How would it feel to have the person or persons say or do the things you'd like to hear them say or do? Hear their voice or voices right now. What does it sound like? Tune in with your imaginary ears. And don't underestimate the power of this, especially persist it until it gels. For many great mystics have taught, reality springs from imagination. Everything was imagined first, even the chair or the bed you sit on or lay on. So what do you hear? Tune into the state of consciousness, where it's already a reality, of hearing exactly what you want to hear. And is there something you want to be done? Tune also into that reality where it is already done. What is it that you see that is being done? What do you feel? Do you feel a pat on your back, an embrace, or something else? How does it feel? Isn't it wonderful to be able to do such beautiful work, to want to forgive, especially for the love and well-being of yourself, and to know that in doing so, the world will echo with such love and forgiveness as well. And as you develop your forgiveness muscle, go easy on yourself and do practice whenever the opportunity presents. And thank you for choosing to flow with love and joy. And in doing so, how does it feel to have a body that is now flowing with divine love and thus divine perfection? Doesn't it feel amazing to let the great divine flood cleanse and purify us, and lighten and brighten our life, and in turn the lives of all integrated in oneness with our divine being? Let us repeat and contemplate the words of the late great mystic Florence Scovel Shinn. I forgive everyone, and everyone forgives me. The gates swing open for my good. I call on the love of forgiveness. I am free from mistakes and the consequences of mistakes. I am under grace and not under karmic law. We've done the good work together, and together shall we prosper forever and ever and ever. And now, take several deep breaths, coming back to this room, a changed person. A changed life in a most wonderful and auspicious way. Return to this anytime you need until it becomes your second nature. In the depths of your own being, its great eternal wisdom and intuition is unleashed fully, unshakable. It is done. Thank you, and thank yourself, and may we thank one another. Thank you all.